What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance update video, and this one is all about Stephanie. But before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, where you can get early access to content. Every single person that is a member of Patreon, where you can get extra content that is also unrestricted, such as today we will be uploading Married at First Sight season 15 episode 2, and of course right there we don't even have to worry about copyright, so you get to watch the whole shebang with myself, you dig. And also at the same time, let's give a big massive shout out to every single person that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. Why do we continue to grow? Because I know right about now all you new viewers are going to hit that subscribe button, notification bells on, and like the video. Well, why not? There's no reason why not to do it. Yes. But now, let's stop wasting time and let's get into Stephanie. Stephanie is one hell of a freaking person. Now, whether that is a good thing or a bad thing, it's a bad thing, to be honest with you, in terms of myself in particular, because Stephanie is one of those people that seems to rub a lot of people the wrong way with her entitlement. With the way she likes to boast about earning over 200K from simply farting in jars. And also just the way she is as a person. But nonetheless though, Stephanie has decided to come out with this post itself in particular, which has got a lot of people talking on Reddit and also even in her comment section. But let's get into it. So as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, it begins by saying, one very lucky person will get 1 hour date with me. Wow, man. 1 hour date? Damn, that person is lucky, right? But at the same time though, if you want a 1 hour date with me, let me know, you know what I'm saying? And I can get the same scheme going on, because clearly right here, this is a scheme, but we'll get into that one. As we can see here, it continues by saying bids are open now. Head over to my Unfiltered where you can place your bids. Auction ends in 3 days. Have you ever dreamt of a date with me? Here's your chance. 10% of the proceeds will go to Be a Match Foundation. Have you ever dreamt of a date with me? If you have, let me know so I can start off the same little scheme that she's got going on here, talking about 10% goes to Be the Match Foundation. The fact that it says 10% goes to Be the Match Foundation tells me that this move right here is all about putting more money into Stephanie's pocket. But I'm not here to talk about that part itself necessarily. I'm more here to talk about what people have had to say on Reddit. And this is one of the comments that somebody had to say, and I'll tell you this now. Not somebody, several people, may I say. And that was basically saying that it's interesting how Stephanie's gone from selling farts in jars. In fact, let's track back a little bit. Stephanie is someone that first started 90-Day Fiance, for the people who don't know. And when she was on it originally, she was celibate for medical reasons. And the medical reason that she had at the time as well was that it really suppressed her sexual desire. So therefore, she wasn't really sexually active for a while, which is why she decided to go celibate. But also at the same time, due to medical reasons, she was also someone that always had to protect herself from just anything and everything, because she was in a fragile state where we saw her wearing the face mask, and that's something I believe that she was wearing even before COVID anyway. And also at the same time, we saw turn up at the airport with gloves, you name it, anything to stop herself from catching anything. She was fully protected like a quarantine person, and they put on the whole bodysuit and they go into something, you know what I mean? So she was one of those people. She was like, don't touch me, we're gonna plan it. To now, for medical reasons, is now in a better place where she's now able to be more of a free spirit. And a free spirit is actually something that she has been. I mean, let's be real. Some of the comments that she has made in some of the spin-offs that she's been of since 90-Day Fiance, of 90-Day spin-offs, of her talking about her sexual life nowadays, has definitely said that her sexual desire has definitely come back. And with that being said, people are now coming out and saying, so you're now basically going to sell yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, the bids, the 1 hour date, it doesn't mean necessarily anything sexual in any kind of way, but people are definitely having that conversation of saying that how desperate is Stephanie for more money? Or is this more of an attention thing? But we'll get to that in a second. But let's just talk about how desperate are you for more money, because at the end of the day, if you start off by doing bids for people to have 1 hour dates with you, what happens after that? Do you then move on to 2 hours, or do you then move on to something more physical? You never really know people nowadays. You really don't know, because people nowadays, once they end up putting money in their pocket, and once they love it, and then once they start to love that clout, some people will go to lengths that you never thought they would. So that is a conversation people are actually talking about right now. You guys let me know what you're thinking about that one in the comment section. But now let's move on to the other one. The other conversation is this a scheme? Is this a scam? Is this just a ploy to help Stephanie build her ego? Because we know that Stephanie's someone that has a big, massive ego. And when I say that, what I mean is she was more than happy to boast about how many earnings she was having, over 200K plus from jars and from farts in jars, you know, always bragging about how she's in such a better place now and how she's doing all these great things, which in many situations is not a bad thing for you to be talking about how well you are doing and how well you progress in your life. But of course, there's a way you do it. There's a way you do it where people say, you know what, this person is growing and they're humble to it. But then there's a time when people do it, you're like, this person just becoming stuck up now. This person is becoming entitled now. This person thinks that they're just better than every single person now. And Stephanie's one of those people that has definitely given that type of vibe to a lot of people. So therefore, people are now saying that they think that Stephanie is doing this just to help herself, put herself on an even bigger pedestal to say, wow, guys, guess what? This is how much people are actually paying to just spend an hour with me. Now, it is yet to be confirmed whether this hour with Stephanie is an hour virtually or if it's an hour actually physically. That part I'm not too sure about, to be honest with you. But here's the thing though, if we go back over to her page, just talking about this topic itself in particular, if we then click on this right here, as you can see, oh, nope, that's not the one. Nope, this is the one. She's now talking about my auction on my unfiltered page has reached 1,200. Wait, no, why am I reading the number so wrong? $1,200, basically $1,200. And you can see that she's obviously making it abundantly clear that people are bidding and the bidding is going quite well. So of course, is this a sign to say that yes, she is boasting about how much money she's getting from people wanting to spend an hour from her? Or is this her just updating people? Or is this her just trying to promote that, hey guys, you can still bid if you want to? Now that is something that we won't necessarily ever know, but based on her character and the way she is, a lot of people are believing that she's doing this to say, hey, look guys, I'm on a pedestal. Look guys, look how much people are willing to pay for me. And guess what? This is only day 2. We've still got another day to go. So I'm pretty sure at some point today, maybe tomorrow, she'll give us another update video on how well it's going. And to be fair with you at the same time, let's be real, we're looking at it this way. If you look at the post, not necessarily the next post up in particular, but then it's followed her by also then showing a picture of herself, you know what I mean, with the cleavage out, you know what I'm saying, with the coco hunters out, you know what I'm saying. But remember though, 10% of the proceeds go to the Be The Match Foundation. Remember though, 10% of the proceeds goes to the Be The Match Foundation. 10% of that, literally, she's gonna pocket. So that means 120 will go to, and she pockets the rest. Wow. Such a great Samaritan. Oh, what is it? No. Such a great person, aren't you, Stephanie? But nonetheless though, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you're thinking. What is your idea? What is your perception on what is happening? Do you think that Stephanie is now on a journey where she's now going to potentially end up selling herself, if you know what I mean? Or do you think that this is just purely a freaking scam because she's probably got a bunch of friends who are actually making those bids anyway, so therefore the price looks higher than what it really would look like if it was just people bidding anyway, so therefore people think that she's this person and therefore it makes her look like she's this person and therefore she can brag about it? Or do you think that she's just generally doing something that is generally kind for the greater good of 10%? For the greater good of 10%. Yeah, yep. Let me know what you're thinking. Like, subscribe, and peace.